I can share my entire screen with you guys so that you can see that. So today, I mean, in this lecture, what we will do, we will see some practical part, okay? And then we will see some VS Code extension that will make our life easier when we are developing the web pages or the websites. So everybody can see my shared screen?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. So remember in the class we have seen the prettier, and that will make our formatting easier. So once you have installed the prettier, then you need to go into the file preferences and then settings. And then here in the search bar, you will type format. And then here you need to select. There are different type of the formatter available. So, but we will select the prettier. And then you need to make sure that you have checked this three checkboxes. These three checkboxes and select the prettier as your formatter, and then you can just simply close that setting. It means all done. The other extension that we have seen in the class is that live server that make our life easier when we want to test our applications, and then I will show you shortly. And if you look at that at the bottom of the on the right bottom of the VS Code window, there is a go live icon. So when I click on that, when I open my browser, open my project inside the VS Code, I can click on that and it will open up that file for me. Okay, so we will see shortly about that. So this is the make our life. I don't need to go into the browser and refresh my page again and again. That is automatically done by the live server for us. So we don't need to worry about that specific uh, part of the testing process. The next extension that I have already installed in the previous section, of course, work. So it is an HTML hint. HTML hint, what will tell me if we are making some mistake. As I told you that if you are making any kind of a mistakes in the HTML, it does not bother you. It does not tell you there's a syntax error or there's some problem that you are missing something, and then it will not. For example, if you look at this part here, li is started, the list item that is more like show a list on the page, but it is not closed because it is an opening and closing tag. So the closing tag is missing, and the system is this extension will help me and highlight that code which has some problems in the HTML structure or HTML syntax. Okay, so that will help me to understand that there is some problem in my HTML. Then it will also give me some hints so to correct it. So this is the extension that will help me. Then we also have another extension, which is ESLint. ESLint is an extension that will help me to understand the problems or the issues or the errors inside the JavaScript code, because we have not started that part yet. But yes, later on, when in the course, when we will talk about the JavaScript, then definitely it will be helpful. Just like the HTML hint is helpful to correct the syntax error or the errors inside the HTML code, ESLint will help me to correct those or highlight those things for me and for us, and then we can correct those problems. The other extension that I would like to have here in my, it is an error lens. Okay, so error lens, what it will do, if we make a mistake, even in the HTML or the JavaScript, it will give me that error right in front of that line where the error exists. And then we can read that, for example, it is telling me that there's a missing semicolon. Okay, I can put the semicolon. Here it is saying that it's missing the closing bracket, so I can put that closing bracket. So this is an error lens that will help me to show my problems or the descriptions. If I just only using the hint, I need to bring my cursor on that error, and then it will there will be a pop-up window, and in that pop-up window it will give me the error message, and then we can try to read it and then fix it. But with the help of the error lens, that error is right, show me that error on right in front of that line. So, and it means I don't need to bring my cursor on it and then bring the pop-up and then read it. It is visible to me, and then I can see that thing and I can solve that problem after reading that error message, and then we can fix the problems. Okay, so these are the few extensions that we must have a prettier, that's a code formatter. Then we have a live server. Then we have HTML hint. Then we have ESLint, and then we have the error lens. And not don't worry about the other extensions, Dart and Flutter. That is for the my other course, which I'm teaching for the mobile development. So you don't need to worry about those kind of the extra extension that you see in my, because I am also using the VS Code for that one. Okay, so that's all about the extension. So let me close all the extension. And now I want to open up new folder. Again, we will start with a simple, what you can say that folder on my desktop in the 1 p.m. folder. And then here we are talking about the week 02 folder. And inside the week 02 folder, we don't have anything, okay? And then I will select that folder. When I select that folder, it will open that folder for me. And it say that, yes, you want to trust it. Yes, I trust this thing. And then there's nothing inside my folder right now, okay? Let me close then that part as well. And then here, what I want to create a new file. And remember that when I click on the new file, this icon, it will open up that give me the name of the file. Okay. So I say index.html. And then remember that if I don't put the HTML, like if I do that index, it is a file and it will be a kind of a simple text file. And then here, if I press Shift 1, it does not do anything, it does not do anything. It does not give me that option to create a structure. So we need to make sure. So I will come down here, rename that file index.html. And when I press enter, and now if I come down here, now look at that, because of that error lens, it is giving me document type must be declared any non-comment content. Okay, so because it is looking at the extension, it is an HTML document. It is telling me that I need to show that document type declaration. But now I can press Shift 1, and now you can see that it is showing me that option. So once I show the option, either I can click on the first option or I can just simply press enter. So it will create that basic structure of the HTML page for me. Okay, so let me close that window. And the other thing, now once I have created this document, and now I have opened my web project inside the VS Code, and now I can go and click on the go live. Okay, here you can see that everybody on the bottom right side of the VS Code window. I can go live. When I go live, actually, it will open up this index.html document for me. And then because we don't have anything inside it yet, so let me make the adjustment here. So we are seeing the code, and then we are also looking at the page as well. So first of all, if you look at that, the title of this page is document, and you can see that document title is here. So if I just change that document, for example, about me, Dr. Abbas Malik, and then I save it. So now once I save it, now you can see that the title of that page has been changed. Now, if I just try to come down here, put an H1 here, and then in the H1, I say that I want to have that my name, Dr. Bas Malik, and as soon as I save it or autosave, again, depending on if you have selected the autosave or not. If not, then you can select the autosave. It automatically save your file. And that is very important when you are, especially when you are inside the exams and then the major exam that you will be doing and making the practical part. So you don't need to worry about that saving part. Okay, so you can select that autosave option. And then if it is not, then you always say Control S, so you can save those options. And remember that if you are, what you can say that if you don't, for example, if you don't have the autosave option selected, then whenever I am making some changes, for example, I want to put an H2 here, and then I want to put that I am professor of IS, or maybe I can just say it is a subheading, and professor of IS in CCIS Prince Sultan University. So as soon as I save it, it is making some change. But as soon as I make some changes inside the code, you can see on the top here, it will show you a dot rather than show you a cross. It show you a dot. Okay, it means that your file is not saved. The current you have make some changes in the code and it is not saved yet, and that is can be so. Let me put the H3 again, one more heading, and then I will say Department of Information Systems. Okay, and when as soon as I save it, I can get those information. So now we have studied a few things. For example, I can put a link and I say href, and then I say headings.html. Okay, so I mean, if you look at that, we inside this folder, I don't have the headings file. So yes, I can do that, and then I say heading demo file, demo page. Okay, as soon as I save it, it will show me that link over there, and if I, it is a blue and underline, and I can bring my cursor on it, it will change. It means I can click on it, and if I click on it right now, look at that, cannot get that heading.html file. Reason is that it does not exist. Okay, when it does not exist, and if I just try to show you one more thing here, because right now it is giving me this message. Okay, because of this live server thing, because it is running that my index.html in a small web site and so on, and so that's why. But if I just open my file, let me open my file directly in the browser, and then of course it will not like I am bringing my file here. Now you can see that it is showing me my file here, that index.html, and okay, I think that I have 11. I put the 11 a.m. Sorry, so I just need to close that one and then need to bring the file from the uh, 1 p.m. So now you can see that this file is opened by, or this thing is automatically refreshed by the web server or the live server. But here I have directly opened that file. And if I make some changes here, for example, I put another, for example, what I can do, I put a paragraph here, and then here, this is a demo paragraph. So if I am here, look in this page, which is opened by the live server, as soon as I save it, it show me that paragraph. But in the other file, it does not show me. I have to refresh that page by myself, then it will show that thing. When I click on that, it show me that changes in the code. But if I click on this one, so now you can see that you cannot find your file cannot be accessed. It may have been moved, edited, or deleted. It means that we are unable to find that headings.html file inside the current location or the current folder where index.html file is. So if we are doing it in the live server, it show me this message, but actually we are unable to access that file, unable to find that file, and then we cannot open it. Okay, so that is the thing, number one thing. So let me close it down. I just want to show you that if it is there. So what I will do, I will come down here inside my project or the folder, and I create a new file and give the name headings dot html, not html imnl. I so should say that. Okay, headings dot html. So once I did that, again I press shift 1 inside the file, shift 1, enter, it will give me. So I say headings demo, and then here I just make some headings, headings, and yes, so we say it is our heading 1. Okay, so one more thing, if I didn't explain you this thing, yeah, I don't think so that I have explained you. We also have another extension, which is the auto rename tag. So let me disable it first. So then it will tell you that what you can say that what is the purpose of that one. So auto rename tag. So I'm come back here. You know, we are in the inside the. Let me put it here and then bring it up like this, and then we are inside the inside our this one. So if I just say press Shift Alt and down arrow, it will make the copies of these line. So which line we are in, we can make copies of that line. How? I am in this line, and then I press Shift Alt, and I keep pressing Shift Alt, and then I press the down arrow. It will make a copy of that line. Again, make a copy of that line. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because we have a 6 headings. And now I want to show you that I want to change this tag to 2. And then if I save it, now you can see that it is okay. Still, it is actually it is changing the tag too, and still that if I say restart extension enabled. So again, let me go back to the headings, and then if I for this one, if I want to change it to 3, so now you can see that I make the changes in the opening tag, but it does not automatically rename the closing tag, and that's why now I am having the error. So look at that. This code is highlighted you based on the HTML hint extension. It tells, yeah, there is some problem here. You need to figure out. It is yellow underlined, and this error message which is coming, that is coming from the error lens. Okay, so it is telling me that tag must be paired no starting tag for the H1. So we have the H1 tag which is closing, but we don't have any matching H starting H1 or opening H1 tag. So of course, what we need to do, we need to make it H3. So this extension, which is the auto rename tag. So if I click on that again, and then I say, yes, I want to enable it. So once I have enabled that thing, and now if I just come here and then I want to change it to H4 heading. So as soon as I do that, it automatically rename the closing tag. So that make our programming experience more simpler. So that is the purpose of the auto rename tag extension for me. So we have a few extensions: Prettier, Live Server, HTML hint, and then we have ESLint, then we have the error lens, and then we have the auto rename tag. Okay, so they make our life easier, the programming experience easier, and we can do the thing. So similarly, we will make this as an H5, and then this one as H6. So now again, I don't need to worry about the closing tag. It automatically renamed by the auto rename extension, and then I just rename the opening tag. So that makes things easier. So now if I just save that file, now we have the file, we have this headings.html file, which we have linked here inside this. Okay, so when if I click on this link, it will open up my file. Okay, still not there. So let's reload. No, what is the problem? Do I have given the okay? Let me check that link. I say headings. Look at that. It is showing me the headings.html. I say save it, and then I click on that. Still, the site cannot be reached. Okay, so the go live actually has been down. I don't know why, but it has been. So I just need to. Sorry, you can see my screen. So now I restarted that live server because I don't know, due to some reasons, maybe I started the extension and enabled and disabled that. That's why it has been finished. So now if I click on that, so now it is showing me the heading file. But now there is no link after these headings to go back to my previous page. So I can put a link from here inside the headings. I can go into the headings, and after the headings, I can put a link here, and then I need to put the href, and I say not hidden, I say href, and then I say I want to open the index file. And again, as soon as I type in, it is giving me the option. There is a file with the name whose name is starting with in. So do you want to select that and press enter or a tab, whatever you like, and then here inside this look, we have the opening tag, this one, and we also have the closing tag. And if we don't put anything inside these two tags, it will be, we have created a link, but it is not visible on the page. It means there is nothing on which we can click and then we can execute that. We can go to that hyperlink. So we say, so we say go home and we save it. As soon as we save it, we can see that go home. And if we click on that, it will take me back to the headings page. Is it clear? Any questions so far? It looks like no, all good. So then in the, let's come back to the index file. This is our demo paragraph. Again, inside the demo paragraph, we can put different things like I am a professor of information systems in Department of Information Systems at uh, College of Info Computer and Info. And you know that now I mean that code is going out of the screen. So how we can fix that problem? We have an Alt Z. We can make sure that the all the code is visible in the same screen, and it will wrap at this point it will wrap the text and it will go to the new line. Actually, it will not do the line. If you look at that, these two are actually only one line. 13, line number 13. There is no line here for the second line of this paragraph, but it will wrap the things and it show all the code that is visible to us. As so I should do that. And now if I want to make, for example, I want to make this professor as an italic. So if I want to make that professor an italic, then I need to put the I tag here, and then I need to put that professor word inside this professor. So as soon as I do that, you can see that here it has been italicized. And if I want to make that information systems as a bold, or maybe I just cut it down from here and then I say bold and then put it here and I save it. So you can say that professor is italic and then this one is the bold. So it is that. And then we can, so now these word, if these, what you can say that these italic and the bold, they are the inline elements. And how we can understand, so let me put the in the heading, I just try to put a style here, and then I say color, that is green, and then I can say background color that I want to make it make it okay, this one. And then I can say the text alignment, text align center. When I do that, so I have applied that style, and if you look at that, it has become like this. So it is center align, the color, text color has become green, and the background color. So now if you look at that, the H1 is covering, the size of the H1 is the whole width of the screen. Even if I change the size of the screen, it is covering the whole screen. Okay, doesn't matter the size is big or small. Okay, and on the other hand, if I just look at this a tag is an inline element and its size is not covering the whole screen. How I can just show you the style, and then I say background color, and then I say the background color is aqua. So as soon as I save it, so you can see that it is the size, the background, it showed me that the size of the A tag is very, very small and it is not covering the full width of the screen. So this is an inline element based on the contents. Its size is going. For example, if I put something here, which is more text inside that link, so the size of that tag will increase, but it is still not covering the full width of the screen. And if I change the size of the screen, okay, change the size of the screen. No, yeah, I want, yeah, I want to do that. So if I do that again, the size will remain the same. It will not increase with the size of the screen, but the block level elements will cover the whole width of the screen, and the size is always equal to the size of the width of the screen. Okay, so that is the inline elements and the so I will just remove that extra text. And then if I just go back and put the paragraph, in the paragraph, I again put a background color. So you can see that background color is what? Beige, or I want to see something which is visible on the screen so that we can be color. Okay, let me do that. The blue color or corn blue color. So it is that. I can also say that I want to put the color is equal to white. So if I do that, so you can see that I can. So now if we look at again the color of that paragraph, again, if I just try to change the size, it will cover the whole screen, even if it is, I mean, the contents finish here and still there's an empty space, it will say, no, I will not allow any other tag to come at that place. Okay, especially the block level at tag. Okay, and now if I just go, because I is an italic, and then B is also a bold one. They are the inline elements, and if I change their background colors, style, I will need to put a style element here. Where are my fingers, huh? Style, and then we say background color, and then I want to change that to the, again, I say aqua, and then I also try to change for the background color for the bold one. Again, I put a style property, background color, or even I say border. Let's stick to the background color aqua, and as soon as I save it, you will see that these professor and the information systems background has been changed. So they are telling that the size of the italic tag is only to the professor. That's it. That rectangle. And then similarly, the bold tag or the B tag, the size of this tag is only the background of that one, of the information system. So they are. So these are the inline tags. We can have the inline tags within the block level elements. If you look at that, this A tag or the hyperlink tag is also an inline tag, but it is not coming inside any other block level tag. Okay, but here the italic and the bold, they are coming inside. So if let me quickly do one more thing. Remember that if I remove that error, so again I save it. Yes, I have saved it. Refresh has already been done. Refresh has already been done, but now look at that, it is not applying that thing to, because it is giving me the error due to my extensions, but the browser does not have any issue with that. Okay, and if I just try to remove that, for example, this one in the starting tag of the H3, and now you can see that now both these professor in the computer science of Prince Sultan University Department of Information, they are both become the heading 2. Even we don't have the closing tag for the heading 2. So now, according to the best understanding, the browser is trying to show me the contents of that particular specific page. Okay, is it clear? I hope that. So let me quickly Control Z so that I can see the same changes again. So all that good. So let me put some, what you can say that an image here. So I can put an image here. So how I can get that images. So again, there are two different ways to get the images. Let me check my luck if I am popular enough. So I get my picture here. I also get, I don't know, I don't think so that this is my Instagram, but yeah. So IMDb, I don't think so. In the IMDb or movie database, my name should be there. Prince Sultan LinkedIn University, yes, it should be my LinkedIn. Okay. Google Scholar, yes, it should be my Scholar. So my page on the Google Scholar. So let me open up that image. Open that image in a new tab. And then if you look at that, this actually is coming from the Google Scholar. So either if I want to show this, I can click here and then copy that whole link, and then after that I can put that specifically image, and then I say source is equal to this, and then I need to close that tag. So when I save it, so now you can see that it is showing me that this is the link. So when I save, I have already saved it, so it should show me my image over there. So what I can do, I can also make that image as a link. I copy control X and I say A and then href. I want to give some href here, and then I show that. But right now, if I just bring my cursor here, because I have specified, if I just remove that href part, if I do that, and now if I bring my cursor on this image, it is not telling me that it is a clickable image, because we this href property is missing from the hyperlink. So it is not at all a hyperlink. It will just show as a simple image. But as soon as I give the href property, even it is not empty, it is empty. I mean, I'm not going anywhere. Okay. And I save that file, and if I bring my cursor on my image, it is telling me that this particular image is clickable. I can click on that, but because I have not specified any anything in the href, so that's why it is not doing anything. It remain on the same page. So, but let me quickly, what I need to do, I want to go to the Prince Sultan, my portfolio. So if I go here, I open that one, it will open up my public profile on the Prince Sultan University. Open up? No, not yet. So one more thing, I can also save that file inside my local files. So I say right click on that image and then save that image as. So now my things are in the desktop, IS311, 1 p.m. folder in the week 3. And then here I am first creating a folder called images. And inside the images, I open this file, and then here I say Abbas.jpg, so, and then save it. And now if I uh, look into my project, so I have this images folder, and inside I have this Abbas.jpg. So let me do one more thing. I say PSU logo, and then I download that file. So this image, yeah, it is coming up. So let me again, I can open that image in the new tab, and I can open, or I can directly say save an image as. So even I open, so and then I say this is our PSU dash logo. Okay, so I save that. So again, I open in a new file and then save it, or I can directly right click on that and say save the file. So now inside that, what else I want to do? Let me, I want to show different images, and then, yeah, I think we are all set. So now, what I can do, I can put another image here, and then we can say what is the source. Now, rather than I go to the absolute path, if you look at is this one, this is an absolute path, and it means that this image with this one image that is show my image on the page, that is coming from the internet. It is not the local file. So but for the PSU, we want to show the local file. So we can say images, and as soon as I press I, it is giving me, I have the index.html file in this folder, or I also have images folder. I select that images folder and press enter or press tab. Then it will show me the images which exist inside that images folder. So I can press up and down arrow to select the appropriate image that I want to display here. I want to display the PSU logo, and I select that one using the up and down arrow keys, and then I press enter. When I do that, and at the end I need to close that tag. So when I do that, you can see that, and because the images A and images, they are the inline tags, so that's why my the Prince Sultan logo is also appearing very next to my image. Okay, so if you want that go to the new line, so you can either put a BR, okay, and then it will go to the new line, or I can also put an HR. So if I put an HR, it will put a straight line, and HR is also a block level element. It will not allow anyone else to come in that place. So because this is a block level element, it will reserve that space, that space, and put that horizontal line. And anything which is after that, it will automatically go to the new line. So again, I'm just trying to separate the Prince Sultan from me. And again, if we want to open the, where is the, so yeah, my portfolio is open. So I will just select that one, the address. I control C from here, and then I put that one in the href part. So I put it here, I specify the href, and now if I click on my page, it will open that portfolio, that my profile page on the Prince Sultan University. So you can see that it is opening up and still taking some time. So let's go back rather than waiting for that to load. So now I want that instead that it my page go away and the Prince Sultan University page come in. I mean, you say that I want to keep the user on my page rather than I am giving an external link and user is going on the other page and they forget about my website. So and you say, yes, if there's an external link, I want to open that external link into a separate or in the what you can say that these colors are being bothering me, so let me put a little bit different color here. Still bothering me, but anyway, we will just leave it there. So what we can do, we have another property inside. Now if you look at that, I am inside this tag. This is an opening tag of the hyperlink A, and we have specified the href property. And now I can put a space after the href tag and its value. I put another property which is called target. So it showed me that one. It is already the first option, which is already selected. I press tab or press enter, and then I want to press underscore blank. Again, it is giving me different options. Underscore blank mean that open a new tab or new window and open this link into in that one. So as long as I save it, and now if I click on my image, it will open a new tab, and there it is loading the my profile from the Prince Sultan University. But my website or the our website is still there. So the user is not going to forget about our website. It will, yes, it can go and see the information. You can see that which courses I'm teaching or the recent courses, this semester courses. Again, IS311, it is the course that this one, the web development. And then I also have the emerging topics information where I'm teaching the Flutter mobile app development course, and then my education, and then personal data and my publications and so on. So, so you can see that all the profiles on the profile. So in this way, we can make sure that user is not forgetting about website, and then every external link we are opening into a new tab or a new window, and then our website is still open in the user's browser. So that is the one thing. We can also make this one as a link. There was in the other section, there was someone is saying that if I have an alt, and then this, for example, this image is not, for example, I say Prince Sultan University. So I put, it means that if this will be visible to the user only in the case that this image does not exist. For example, if I say log, because now this psu-log is .jpg file does not exist inside. We have a psu-logo.jpg, but when I change the name, which is a wrong name, then it will show me a small icon on the of the image that there is some image that I want to display here. Browser is telling to the user that I want to display an image, but I could not find that image, and this is the alt for that one. And then there was a person who is saying me that in the other class. So is it possible that we can make a hyperlink and push ref and then http colon slash slash www psu.edu.sa. I just type it myself and put that image over there. So now look at that. So if the image is not there, this alt is visible, and when we click on that, it will open up that file for the home page for me, psu.edu.sa in the English page. So it is opening up. Okay, so again, if we don't want to the user to leave our website and go to the other website, we can also specify the target property in the href tag, a tag, and then select underscore blank, so that whenever we click on that, so it is going there. So now we cannot separate that. He was asking that if there's an image, it will make it clickable, but when it is alt, that the alternate text is appear, it is not I mean, he don't want it to be become clickable. But I don't think so, because it is the part of the image tag, and this image tag is inside the href tag. And if something is appearing on the page on which we can click, and we can go to that specific page. Okay, so we cannot separate the image tag from its we cannot say that the image is clickable, but the alt is not clickable. So let me correct the image name, and then we can see that when we click on that, it will open up the PSU website. When I click on the my image, then it will open up my profile from the website. So that is, any questions, anything that you want me to add here, or the see the things? Yes, Nawaf.
Yes, I do have two questions. One
Yes.
is all H123 headers or tags block level elements?
Yeah, they are all the headings are the block level elements. Yes.
Okay. And then I had a question, but I forgot. I will ask you when I remember the question.
Okay, no problem. Whenever you remember, you can ask me. Any other person who want me to add something here? Well, yesterday, I think we also see that we can also link to any file. For example, let me quickly bring some files here. Okay, from the screen recording. Okay, let me bring up that PDF file and then put it inside the what you can say, that week two. If you look at, I just want to create a new folder. I'm doing it in my browser. So I say files, and you can see that actually I am making these changes inside my browser. Okay, I make a files folder. It automatically come in my VS Code, because this is the same folder which is open inside the VS Code. And inside the files, I am putting this file, which is this one. And let me put one more thing here from the. So I have this lab 2. I put it here as well in the. So now. Okay, so now if you look into my files folder inside my project, I have two different files. One is a PDF file, and the other one is a document file. So let me quickly, after my image, here, I put the p tag here, and then inside I put an a tag, and href is the what you can say, that files, and then we have the PDF file. So we can say this thing and then close the tag, and then I say lecture slides. Okay, so when I do that, so now you can see that, you can see under my picture the lecture slides link. When I click on that, it will open that specific PDF file for me, and then we can see the lecture slides for our course. And then we can click back, so we can come back here. Now after this one, I put another space, and then I put an a tag, and then we say href, and again I open the files, and rather than the PDF, I say the lab files, and then here I put another way. So this is our weekly lab file. Okay, and then save it, and then you can see that that lab file link is coming next to my the lecture slides link. Why? Because these are the inline elements, and they will appear in the same line. Okay, if there is enough space, and of course, I mean, if I just try to make it like this, it is not my. Okay, it is not coming like this. So again, it does not allow me to remove that size less than that. Okay, but in any case, if I just try to put some random text here, make it a very 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 big, so once this space is not enough, it will go to the new line, or no, it is spreading on the lines. But anyway, so you can imagine that it is the inline elements, if they are come in the same line, and then the block level elements does not allow the other elements to come in that line if they are exist over there. Okay. Okay, so now if I click on the weekly lab files, what will happen? Look, it has started downloading from that file. Why? Because based on this file type, if the browser can display that file inside the browser, then it will open the file and display it inside the browser. But the Word file, the browser does not have the capabilities or does not have the functionality to display that file inside the browser. So what it will do, if you have linked such a file, for example, a image file, not the image file can also be displayed in the page, but if you like audio file or the video file, so what it will do, it will download that for you in that one when you click on that one. So when I click on this one again, it will automatically quickly download that file. If I just do that again, it will again download that file. So first one, second one, and third one. So of course, I don't want to have these files and random files again and again. So let me remove them from my download folder. Okay, so if again, so we can link any kind of a resource, even different type of files, audio files, video files, PDF files, document file, Excel files. We can link any resource which is available internally. If it is an internal resource, okay, you can give the relative address. Like we are saying that inside the index file is in the main folder, and then inside the index file we are saying this link. So when we say this link, it means that we want to go inside the files folder, and inside the files folder we have this PDF file that we want to access. If it is there, it will open up, and if the browser can show that file, it will open that file and show it in the browser. And if it cannot show that file, then it will download that file for you from the website, and it is come into your local file. So that's all for today. I think we are already reached the end of the lecture, and if you have any question, then please let me know. Any questions, sir?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
So about the image absolute and relative path, I think it is better to use the absolute path if the image is changing. So when my website is dynamic,
no, it is not the website is changing or dynamic. No, it's not the problem.
the
Dynamic
image
is something we will talk about the dynamic later.
Yeah.
But what is a rule that when we need to use the absolute path and when we use the relative path? If the image is internal, is inside your project, then we say we use the relative path. And if that image is available on the internet, then we use the absolute path.
Okay.
Because we cannot, and the problem with the absolute path is, for example, this one. This is coming from the Google Scholar. So if the somehow Google Scholar remove that thing, remove that photo, then this photo is not going to, and this is not going to work. And then your website will show you a small icon that this photo does not exist, and then blah 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 things.
Yeah.
So again, if we have the image that we want to display in our page, it is available on the internet and it is external from our website, then we give the absolute path like this for the Google Scholar for my image. And if that file is internal, we have all the copyright, we have the copyright. This is our website, this is our image, and then we can put it anywhere, and we have all the copyright, these copyright issues. So if we have those internal, then they are the part of our website, then it is better that we give the relative address.
Yeah. Okay.
Clear?
Clear.
Muhammad, you also want something? Anyone else who want to ask any question?
Everything is clear.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you.
So that is all for today, and thank you very much.